Have you considered adopting or buying a high-energy breed puppy? My advice is generally don't. When people talk about that border collie puppy they just bought, honestly, I'm usually really filled with dread. Because border collies, like many other working breeds, were never meant to be pets. They were meant to work long hours in the fields, in many cases running for miles and miles. I cannot tell you how many high-energy, high-drive breeds are rehomed every single year because owners either don't understand or can't accommodate their needs. Now, I have 2 border collies. For the most part, I knew what I was getting into with them, but they still require a lot of daily and, in some cases, even hourly management to keep them fulfilled and satisfied. So if you're going to make the leap into living with a high-energy dog, let's talk about how to make that situation the best it can possibly be. As always, relationship first. Before anything else, before your goals, before your routine, the dog's needs, which in this case are many, come first. And remember, it isn't all in how you raise them. Genetics are very powerful for a very good reason. If you have small kids, I implore you, don't get a herding breed. Don't even get a mixed herding breed. If you have physical limitations, don't get a husky or another Spitz breed. Those are going to be potentially horrible situations for you, for your family, and for the puppy. Another thing to consider is your work schedule. Leaving a high-energy dog at home for 8 hours at a time, you could come home to a half-destroyed house. Or leaving the dog in a crate for that time will lead to significant behavioral problems. Working dogs were bred to be a living extension of a man, whether that would be in herding, in hunting, in protecting the flocks, herds, or protecting the family. And those instincts are just as powerful now as they were 2 centuries ago. So again, if you haven't made the commitment yet, please honestly consider these points and look at them as realistically as you can. Now that all those warnings are out of the way, let's move on. High-energy working dogs can successfully live as pets if you are extremely dedicated. And I can speak from experience, the bond you will share with a fulfilled working dog is very, very special. The key to living with a high-energy puppy, who will not turn into a couch potato, by the way, is physical and mental stimulation. Physical stimulation for a spaniel, let's say, could look like a 2-mile walk where they're allowed to sniff to their heart's content, which is also mental stimulation and is also an important factor for all dogs. Physical stimulation for a border collie could look like a tiring game of fetch a few times a day, a game of frisbee, a few rounds of agility. A hunting breed should be allowed to play with a flirt pole. Huskies should be given lots of opportunity to run, do urban mushing, such as bike drawing and canicross if that's possible for you. Again, fulfill the dog's needs, understand each dog's unique needs, and breed history. Mental stimulation. These are your treat puzzles, Kongs, and things like that, which are important for any dog, and they're very valuable for mental stimulation, but they won't replace physical stimulation. But they are an important part of living with a high-energy dog. Again, guys, we're just scratching the surface here. I'm going to link a free PDF worksheet in the description that will help you to figure out how to best satisfy your specific dog's needs. So definitely check that out. As always, guys, relationship first, training second. Any further questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.